Welcome, welcome, welcome out to the Cosign Podcast, Culture and Music. I am your host, Venom Vixen, a.k.a. OGV. And you know I got my main hitter with me.
It's your boy Sterling Stacks, a.k.a. Good in Every Hood, a.k.a. your homeboy's homeboy, a.k.a. I saw your old lady last night. She wasn't with me, but she damn sure wasn't with you. What's hood?
All right. It's my pleasure to introduce to all our co-signers out here. Very special guest in the building.
Uh-oh.
Surprise guest to Stacks.
Uh-oh.
I call her your arch nemesis. But she is the owner of Pate & Co. Her name is, I'll just call her Dana D. How you doing, boo?
I'm good. Hi, y'all. I have to get used to talking and being on camera at the same time.
Hey, it's
No,
fine.
yeah.
Okay.
It's always recording. It sees everything.
And,
you know what I mean?
and you can always cut your eyes at him anytime
Yeah.
you want to. Eye rolling, cussing, and all that is allowed on here. Okay?
You say what you want, yeah.
And it's so funny because these two, I've watched go at it for years online about different social thoughts and dating, especially men
Everything.
and women stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going to get to some of that because I'd love to see y'all spar off live. Because it's one thing when you typing out those answers, you know what I'm saying? But I'd love to see what y'all do.
But we've had the conversations before. Privately.
Yeah, what people don't know is when once we talk, we have, online conversation.
And then we'll talk on the phone.
But then we'll talk on the phone too. Like,
And
you know what I'm
in
saying?
person,
And yeah,
so.
you know.
You know what? We do the same thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
We do
debate.
the same thing
Yeah.
too. I used to go off online, but I had to stop after COVID.
That shit's stressful. So Dana is in the building today.
She is
Yes.
in the building, and we're going to go ahead and start with something we like to call the WTF of the day.
What the fuck?
All right. I'm trying something different, y'all, so work with me.
Here we go. That damn bell. Somebody get the bell. Smitty, get the fucking bell. Please.
Okay. A married Florida couple, Tito and Amanda, were arrested a few days ago for selling golden tickets to heaven to hundreds of people. They sold the tickets on the streets for $9.99.99. They told the buyers the tickets were made from solid gold and each ticket reserved a buyer a spot in heaven.
In heaven. Where do you find this shit at? Like, I mean, how's it illegal? How can you arrest them for selling?
I was going to say, to me, there's morally that is wrong.
Right.
But if
But
you
technically,
can get consenting adults to buy a product that
It's bullshit. But
no one can sell tickets to heaven.
right?
But
A gold
if
ticket
you
to that.
can get a consenting adult to agree with your
right.
way of thinking, then that's not.
Yeah.
Now, here's the
It's
thing.
just
I wish
morally.
I had the show where I could show their pictures. The fact that them two could get somebody to give them $100 was amazing. I say these are crackhead goals.
Oh, okay.
They were
okay.
crackhead goals.
Oh, wow.
They were found with $10,000 on them. I mean, they were selling them golden tickets.
Entrepreneurship at its finest, goddamn it. I applaud that shit. I mean, honestly. Like, because, I mean, nobody's going in, what's the TV, the church shows? They throwing holy water on people and selling. I mean,
And
ain't
they
that.
getting
that.
they-
Pop off.
yeah, right. Yeah, they ain't getting, you know what I mean, arrested.
Oh, man, yeah, you got to buy the little holy water.
Yeah, the holy water and all that stuff like that. That water come out the faucet in the back of the church. You know what I mean? Like, that don't make no... So, golden tickets to heaven, I'm co-signing selling golden tickets to fucking heaven for $9.99. And you make 10 bands. I might need to
definitely-
A lot.
I'm co-signing the golden tickets to heaven. It's innovative, creative, and I co-sign the effort.
Yeah, shit. And
That's a great hustle.
That is.
can we get them to do promo? Because, shit, they're amazing.
And I'm with you, Dana. I'm going to argue the fact of what is illegal about it.
Right.
Because if I bottle up some water and say, I prayed over, we brought up holy water, and I said, hey, you give a donation or whatever of this, and you get this holy water or oil, or I can put some olive oil in the bottle and tell y'all that's some holy
It's the same.
oil.
It's same thing, right? And I mean, it's like, I don't see why they're arrested. Like, I mean, is it false? You can't say they might believe it's a ticket to heaven.
Right.
Like,
And
I mean, you
according to
can't
them,
say
they
false
believe-
advertising.
And according to them, they may very well believe that there is.
Yeah, like,
This is what's going to
it's
happen.
a golden ticket. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, yo, cocaine is a hell of a drug. I promise you. So I've heard, like, cocaine is a hell of a
You
drug.
better add that disclaimer.
Yeah, right. You got
'Cause I can
to.
cut that right.
Right, you can cut it and edit the fuck out of that. But yeah, co-sign on the golden tickets to heaven. And if you got another one, let me get one. I give you what, $9.99? Let me get 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? Take somebody with me. Goddamn it.
Hey.
Yeah, co-sign the golden tickets.
Okay, moving on.
Uh-huh.
It seems like every time, everybody's still talking about Rihanna and the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, we didn't discuss that, did we?
No, we didn't because we took Super Bowl off.
You did take Super Bowl off.
But it seems like every time Rihanna gets her spotlight, her time, Chris Brown gets drugged back in it. Do y'all feel like he gets drugged back out every time?
Every time she does something.
Okay, so I didn't watch. I didn't see the halftime show.
Right.
I never watched it. And I just recently saw that something was going on with Chris Brown.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get you up to speed. You know I got you. So, apparently, anytime Rihanna has something going on, it seems like Chris Brown's name starts getting brought up again. So, Chris Brown went on a rant, and he said, "If y'all still hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, please kiss my whole entire ass. I'm fucking 33. I'm so tired of y'all running with this narrative. You weird-ass niggas are the same ones that tune in every week to see Blueface and Christiana beat the fuck out of each other in front of the world. But that's okay. It's entertainment. All y'all can suck my dick disrespectfully."
Wait a minute. He was 17 when that happened?
I guess so.
Yeah, he was around that age.
17,
they were
18.
both around that age. They were very young.
Yeah, I thought he was older than that, but
not much.
But if he
Not
said
much.
if he
17,
just
18,
social media
yeah.
pull receipts. So if he said he was 17, I'm gonna believe he's 17 if he
They
said
were
that.
both very young. Very, very young.
But didn't he have some other
Yes, he
incidents
did.
after that?
Yes, indeed. I mean,
Okay.
indeed. Now, not necessarily. There was some stuff with Karrueche.
Right.
Okay,
Stalkerish vibes. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It seemed like he wasn't
But
willing
did he
to.
assault her?
I've never heard of
Not
any
that I know of.
assault
okay.
things, or whatever. But I guess what he was saying was because he proceeded then to drop receipts on every white, Caucasian actor,
yes, I got that too.
entertainer, anybody else who's had charges or done something similar to what he did.
And I got that as well. So he went on to call about different white actors and entertainers that's had charges similar to his or worse, such as Sean Penn. He had an incident dealing with Madonna. He did 33 days behind bars. Mel Gibson. He had an incident with his ex-wife. He went on to say Nicolas Cage, Ozzy Osbourne, Tommy Lee, Slash, Charlie Sheen, Steven Seagal, and he went on and on.
He went on.
He pointed out everybody's misdeeds.
Yeah, he was on big light skin energy, like right there. Like, but I feel him though, man, because like honestly, like we all make mistakes. You know what I mean? Like, and of course, once you put your hands on a woman, they're gonna kind of label you for a long time. But he's right though, actually. Like, he's minding his business, doing his shows, honestly. Like, and then you've got people like the girl she's from like the 3LW or something, right? Or the old.
Yeah.
She's the one that started like that had the
Yeah.
statement for him, like, "Oh, you applaud him." But the Kylie chick, the only chick who's not done a damn thing since them or whatever.
Except admitting to having a train.
She had a
with the
train
whole
ran on her,
group
right?
Of B2K.
Oh, good.
Yeah, ran a train on her, which is we're all over the.
No, I didn't know any of this.
Yeah, she
This
admitted
must
everything.
All just come out.
She just
Yeah.
recently admitted because they asked her in an interview. So you remember 3LW?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the light skinned one, not Notori.
Right.
With the Gap, the one with the
You know
Gap,
what
the one
I'm
that doing nothing.
For I don't know what reason, she went on an interview. They asked her about dating like one of the members, and she said, "Well, I don't know if you call it dating, but I did let them run a train on me."
Oh, I'm gonna have to
And so,
look that up.
yeah. So she's calling out Chris Brown. My thing is that, like, at what point, Dana, how do you feel? Do you ever let it go? Do you ever feel like a man can clear his name after
From something like
from like Chris
that,
Brown and Rihanna? I mean,
it's never gonna be cleared.
so
never.
why doesn't America hold the same standards for these other prominent white actors and entertainers who've done the same thing, served more time?
But isn't it really us? Isn't it really us that he's bringing it up with Chris Brown?
I mean,
isn't it really us? Every time, I notice it is whenever Rihanna is in the spotlight, it's like, oh, we're Chris Brown, old woman beating ass.
Yeah, because I was all for the halftime performance. I didn't really all that critique. Didn't really, wasn't no biggie to me. But yeah, it's funny how a couple of days later, that we're talking about Chris Brown's abuse on Rihanna. That was a very, very long time ago. At some point, I get how females feel. You know what I mean? I tried to get how females feel about when it comes to something like that. But shit, man, he was 17. You know what I mean? Like, and and, yeah, 17.
Yeah,
so,
you remember when
so
he
how
came
do we
out
hold?
with,
Are we gonna hold that against him for life? You know?
I feel like that was in his 20s.
No, Excuse Me, Miss came out.
Yeah.
He was 16.
Yeah, so we're talking.
Yeah, he was 16 when he had his first platinum hits.
No, I'm all for co-signing Chris Brown going off on everybody because, like, at some point, from his perspective, he's like, "Damn, can I live?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't been running
I'm
around
not one to hold a whole lot of judgment, and only reason I give Chris Brown a pass is one thing about that situation. He's never made any excuses. He apologized. He never was like, "Oh, I did it because of this," or like a lot of people made a lot of speculations. Well, Rihanna hit him first, and that he never said that. He never did anything but apologize. and go and, do what he had to do, collect his garbage, do his volunteer work or whatever. So I always gave him a pass on that. But however, this stirred up some more trouble for Chris Brown.
About?
Because he's being accused of colorism.
Oh, well, oh, Lord.
So basically, recently at a club in London, a bunch of brown or skinned women were saying that they were not allowed, even after purchasing the VIP, to come in the VIP, but all they were doing was letting white girls or lighter skin or mixed girls in.
I'm not doing this shit with y'all today.
I believe so, because he's been brought out for that before.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
Yeah, so it's not the first time. So I definitely believe.
So you think he personally tells them don't let browns
I don't think that he says it, but I don't think that he says it anything against it.
As far as make sure you bring in the color. All right,
I don't think he.
If I'm your road manager, if I'm your people, and I know what you like, right? You know what I mean? Like I when I'm around artists, you know what I'm saying? Because I get to be around a lot of artists, and I get to talk to I talk more to their road managers and stuff like that than I talk to the artists. It's usually the road manager or the head front guy or the right hand man who's saying, yeah, her, and her. You know what I'm saying? Right. I rarely see, the artist say,
they won't do it themselves.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So the thing is, like, before we say he's being accused of colorism, like maybe we say his team is doing that, but unless he's physically saying,
team knows what he.
Well, shit, I like Darcy. I don't think if I was in that position, my people would do that. I mean, I like all kinds of women, but I'm probably. It seems like more attracted to dark-skinned women. And I not on purpose. I just look back at my history and I can say, well, damn, I've had long-term relationships with a light-skinned girl too. But I'm super attracted to brown-skinned women as well. Like, I don't think nobody's personally going to be like, yo, don't let the light-skinned girl in. Stacks don't like light-skinned.
Colorism does not work like that. Colorism is a strikes against darker-toned people. That's like saying reverse racism or whatever.
Okay, so how about this? What if these brown-skinned women who wanted to get in, let's just call a spade a spade, what if they was ugly?
They weren't, because I saw it.
Oh, God damn it.
They really weren't, or they weren't ugly girls at all.
Well, all right, so I'm still fighting because at this point, Chris Brown is not the one who's physically picking out. So before we say Chris Brown is being accused of colorism, if he's not physically the motherfucking one saying no, then we can't say him.
Do we think geography has something to do with it, being that they were in London?
They were in London. I mean, how many?
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of black.
Because they have African British,
yeah,
but
it's a lot
they
of
deal with a lot of racism there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Being African British, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that could definitely play a part in it. I just find it. I just, you know what I mean? It bothers me when people say Chris Brown, because whenever there's something, this is in life with anybody who's got a certain status. Mm-hmm. If you got a certain person who's ahead and he's got a crew of 5 people around him, if one of those 5 people does something, when the news report comes out, it's the person who, you know what I mean? Absolutely. It's not necessary, you know what I mean? Absolutely. It's the person who's the lead, who's the main attraction.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Tupac went to jail for, it wasn't even a rape charge. A lot of people think it's a rape charge, but it wasn't. And then he didn't rape the girl. It was his friends that raped the girl.
Oh, and I never knew that.
Yeah, it was his friends.
They took Tupac down because that's who they wanted.
Right.
But his friends were the ones who actually raped her. And he, he wasn't right in his actions because he left her.
Right. Agreed.
But he didn't actually rape her, but that's who they took down. So what he's saying, I agree with. Something else, I get on my husband. I hear him, y'all know, Smitty go get her, he a booking agent. And then, like, sometimes he'll be dealing with managements of teams, and then I'll hear him say, like, the artist name is da-da-da-da-da. Is it really the artist? Right. Or is it a manager that keeps telling you this price or this, or is it really the artist? And he'll say, well, such and such one this. And I'd be like, is it really them?
I'm just tired of clickbait. I'm tired of the headlines and shit like that, because far as I'm concerned, if he didn't physically say, don't let no brown-skinned women in here, then don't make the article say Chris Brown is being accused of colorism. Oh,
no, they're going to say that.
Of course, yeah, that's the saying. Now, whether or not, but shit,
heavy is the crown.
He out here taking $1,000 pictures to make sure his team good. I'm going to give this man in his section what the fuck I know he like. So you can call it what you want, goddammit. Like, but I'm going to give this man what I think he might prefer. And let's be real, like, do we really think that he gonna smash half the VIP? Do you think he really gives a fuck how many, who, or whatever's in there?
He doesn't.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, you think he gives a shit? Like, it's that big of like, yeah, got 12 bad light-skinned women to choose from. He in there to get his money, get his check, and he out. And, I'm pretty sure somebody might gonna get knocked down, but it ain't like how I think they make it seem.
That's not his priority.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just
unfortunately,
no co-sign on. I'm not co-signing this shit. I always put,
Unfortunately, because I don't know what Chris Brown feels or his preference when it comes to women. I do see like maybe you could look at the women he's worked with, you know, professionally, you do see there is a certain pattern. However, I'm saying that if I was Chris Brown, like with any situation, you need to protect your brand at all times. This is not the first time he's been accused of colorism. So when you're in public, you better get you a couple brown skinned baddies around you. That's all the fuck I'm gonna say. Just make it happen, whether you're not attracted or not. For the optics, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, being that level, you are a brand constantly. There's no more. I'm just at the club. Right. There's no more. I'm just in my section.
So colorism only goes one way is pretty much what you're saying.
It does. Because,
that's the reality. Because if I had a bunch of brown-skinned women with me, if I had 7 brown-skinned women with me, are y'all going to look at me and say, damn, that nigga ain't got no light-skinned women in it. He must not like, you know what I mean? Like, it only goes one way, it seems like. You know what I mean?
For now.
You know, man, listen.
But you have to, but we know this country, we've had a history of light-skinned and lighter women and white women have an advantage over brown and darker skinned women. We're just now getting to the point where we're like, yes, Melanin Queen, yes, this, and we're showing these chocolate dark skinned girls.
Even with that, there's still the in our community who feel that, okay, you can be dark skinned and be smiled upon, but you have to be conventionally attractive. No one champions the non-conventionally attractive darker girls. Those are the ones that are still called out of their name. So that's what I'm saying. Colorism will never go the opposite way.
I agree.
Is this
a light-skinned 5? I gets a lot more.
Now listen, I can honestly say, I've always said just because she's light skinned don't make her pretty. And I came up in the the light skinned girl era where the light skinned girls are what you're supposed to go for in the video vixens and things like that of the nature. And I like a darker skinned woman, so I came up in the era. So just because she's light skinned doesn't make her pretty. But at the same time, whether she's a light skinned 5 or a brown skinned 5, she's still a 5. So you know what I mean. So asking me that question, like, okay, I mean, you're not giving the props to the the brown skin average. I'm not gonna give the props to the light skin average one either. Damn it, like I mean, I'm gonna call it fair across the board. So I don't know. Do we champion the 5s? I mean, it's everybody like something for everybody. So, but I mean, as far as champion, like, nah, I think that's just period what the eye says is beauty. You know what I mean? And it's in the eye of the beholder, but to the masses, it's a certain type of look, type of thing, and I do see
symmetry is what they say.
But listen, but I do, but I do see where I do see change though. Honestly, like what I mean, whether it's forced upon or not, I do see the bigger girls in the commercials. I see the natural hair in the commercials. I see the dark skinned girls in the commercials. I see the interracial couples and things like that in the commercials and things like that. Now it could all be marketing, but shit. Them people they're getting a check. You know what I mean? That's true. My brown skinned people are getting a check. My heavy set women are getting a check. You know what I mean? However the fuck it comes, they're doing it by the right way. So if the bigger company idea was to, all right, man, plug this shit in so we can get them to leave us alone. Fine by me, long as you cutting my people a check. You know what I mean? But I don't really care about the brown. Like it's pretty and it's attractive and unattractive. That's all it is to me. Light skin or brown. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter.
Okay, I definitely feel your light skin argument. I appreciate you and all your redness.
Yeah. Co-signed to Chris Brown. Did I say that already?
Okay. All right.
We'll give that back again.
So, Dana, you have like this no holds bar kind of like social media platform, which I live for. I mean, there's days that I don't think I would make it through the day without some of your banter. Y'all two clash a lot of times on dating and social issues. Mm-hmm. I say Dana has her, I guess she calls it like it is, and what she thinks a woman should expect, or she, should tolerate or whatever. Right. And sometimes I disagree with her, I think she goes a little overboard sometimes, but that's Dana though, so I mean, where do these ideas come from, Dana? Like, where do they like?
Okay, on what
Dana, you ruffle the internet every damn day. What do you mean?
Not every day, because then I'll be active, and then I'll go dormant. For 2-3 months, and then I'll pop back up dormant.
But I do believe that these are Dana's true thoughts, honestly. You know what I mean?
Okay, on what subject specifically?
As far as what a man should bring to the table, you said that if a man
the salary requirement.
Let's talk about salary and housing. Like when you said that what you said, his starter home, coming over to his starter home, his 3-bedroom, 2-bath starter home.
Let's talk about the starter home. What is the starter home?
But that was in response to something that was going around about
It was the money.
women did not like the good guys, or it was something where it was basically saying that women were unappreciative of the base models
Yeah.
that have potential. And then what was it? Something about bringing to the table. I can't remember, but then we did talk about. I said, but what men have to bring to the table will be something like a 10-year-old car, a starter home, a less than 6-figure job.
That's right. That's yeah.
So that's base level. Like, why would a woman want to settle for that?
I think that if you get all women to thinking like that, like there's some good dudes with 10-year-old cars, you know what I mean? Like there's some good base models out there, you know what I mean? A Honda and a Toyota will roll forever.
And the car,
you know what I mean?
the car was
I mean,
just an add-on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that.
And dazzle.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that as a, not as a, you know what I mean? I'm not really saying a
but
Honda or a
Toyota. But
Toyota.
what it really based was upon was the salary.
Right, and a lot of dudes did not, you know what I mean? Thought that, you know, damn. They pretty much, what Dana was saying was that they were looking at themselves like, damn, you telling me I don't make enough? And in their mind, they're thinking they make good money.
And then when they don't, when you realistically, I told you 6 figures.
Right.
6 figures, or look at the cost of things now.
Yeah.
You know, and what the cost it will take to live above comfortably. Like, I don't want to just live comfortable. I don't live comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If I want something, I'm going to get it. You know, I don't want to have to nickel and dime. I refuse to nickel and dime with a man because he doesn't have anything.
Okay, so I'm going to chime in. All right, so I think there's levels, and it comes with certain levels of age. I feel like if you're out here dating and you're in your 40s, you expect somebody to be established.
Right. And for the record, I'm not in my 40s. Just for the record.
Even in a level of 30s. But however, the testimony I always want to give women is, and you know, I always said I was going to wait to a certain degree, but me and my husband been together 11, almost 12 years, married 6, 7. We met at a point that both of us ain't had shit. Mm-hmm. And brick by brick, we built that shit up together. And it was like, you know, like we met and and he knows, I'll be honest, like I probably had more technically.
Right.
You know, I had an apartment, I had a car. He didn't have that.
Right.
But then now here we are 10 years later, you know, saying all the cars is in his name. You know what I'm saying? We went from 2-bedroom apartment to 3-bedroom apartment to renting a 3-bedroom house to renting a 4-bedroom house to own our own house. Like we built up year after year, minute after minute, and every time we look back, we're like, we're in a better spot. And I just caution women to miss out on a forever happiness, worrying so much about all these little dots and lines. And we were in our early 30s when we met and still had a child together and got married and you know, have my friends say, only people they know that's happily married.
Right. No, yeah, you are for real. I got a lot of married friends. I think for me, I don't disagree necessarily with what Dana says sometimes, you know what I mean? But I do wonder about, like, you know, because to me, Dana is an influencer, and people like listen to what Dana has to say. I don't care what bullshit you had. You did. You turned the whole. Yeah, right. Yeah, we got it. I don't know. You look.
Nights.
You literally ruffled the whole internet a couple weeks ago with, you know what I mean, with the issue thing that, you know.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Goodness.
Yeah, but listen, but point being, I think that some women listen to what Dana says and they agree to it, but then they're not in the same position as Dana.
Sterling,
you know what I mean?
Here's the thing. You've known me for almost over 10 years. And
Right.
I've been the same exact way since I was in my 20s.
Right.
Because I have never seriously gotten into a relation. Have I fucked a few not so not money men? Of course.
Yeah.
Have I had situationships? Yes. But as far as in relationships and other things I have done to benefit from men with the money, yeah. Like, I'm not building. Like, I commend the women that have the patience for that, but I didn't see my mother have to build. I didn't see neither one of my grandmothers have to build. I didn't see my aunties have to do that type of stuff. So the women that raised me, I didn't see them start from the bottom and build.
And see, and that's gonna play a part in my thought process about it. But I feel like
had a moment of struggle or
but you've got people who
anything like
who
that. So
think that they deserve because things that you say, they're like, yeah, she's right, I do deserve this, but they don't bring shit to the table. They're not a
Right.
Dana.
But
So it's
it
understandable
could be
if
that
Dana
too.
says it. I get it when Dana says
But
it.
let me just
but
say
when
though.
Kiki over here, you know what I'm saying,
But
the
why
colony,
isn't she deserving of it?
because at the same
She
time,
definitely- I'm
not saying I ain't saying she's not deserving of it, but can she actually ask for the same things that an established woman, a career woman, can she ask for the same things and expect them in the same light? She's not going to bring to the table the same thing that the career lady bringing to the table. That's just period. Like, I mean, she's not like the career lady. Dana can hold it down without the man or without the nigga coming through or whatever. Kiki, it's not the same. So you
Damn,
can't offer the same
Right,
thing.
Kiki.
Trying to think. I don't think I dated no Kiki
But-
because this shit could
No,
come back
let
on
me,
me.
let me just add though. I mean, because I always want to give the reverse on that because like peace has no price. So I know people. I have friends that unmarried rich niggas and they not happy.
Right.
They're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're happy in the moments for the trips. In the material things, they're happy. No, they don't have to worry about a bill or this being due or that being due. But they also got to worry about who this nigga fucking. They also got to worry when he ain't made it home at this time because she know he fucking. And I've seen it. Like I just feel
But
like
you
there
know
needs to be a
what?
healthy balance.
That is their fault. That's 100% their fault because they chased after men with the money that have no integrity. I don't do that. I won't do that. Just because a man has money does not mean that he won't have integrity.
Yeah, you got it. You have to find.
So and I personally know 6-figure plus men who have integrity, and that's their fault. I'm sorry.
So here's my question. So
That's
you
on
get
them.
into a relationship with a man. He makes 6 figures, okay? And he has integrity, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if he at any time loses the ability to bring in that money?
That's why you date someone that knows how to prepare for a rainy day. I don't believe in drops.
I mean,
Even drops. If you are with someone that is genuinely financially stable, and they're not like a pipe dreamer, they're realistic, and you can.
So why
plan
does this
for
only
the
why
worst.
does this only go one way? Though?
It doesn't
What
go one way.
Like,
The women
what the hell does the woman have to bring to the damn table these days? I'm just
Women
curious.
will
Like,
bring whatever the man wants them to bring.
I want somebody to pay
I'm
the
gonna
light
say
bill.
that I'm
Okay,
gonna say
and that's nothing wrong with
I
that.
want somebody to pay the light bill.
No, that's realistic. That
All right,
is
so,
realistic.
but the problem I feel like is that I think women are getting far too beside themselves. You know what I mean? I got a married friend who told his wife, I'm going to pay the mortgage. And she said, that ain't shit. Now, we got a fucking problem with y'all mentality these days if this is what the fuck we're at right now. If this is where we're at, where
I'm gonna be honest with you.
because
I don't-
that's the whole argument, right? Like, and I don't want to do the 50-50 argument because we've done this shit.
no.
We're not going to do that. No,
no.
no.
No, the 50-50.
What I'm saying is, but what I gathered from that whole argument was that a woman said, my man should pay the mortgage. Okay, well, I got a partner, I know somebody who's paying who says, I'm paying the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? And his spouse says, what the fuck is that? Like, so at this point, like, well, damn, what else does a man have to do? How are y'all going to keep pushing it? What's going to be next? Oh, I'm only dealing with a man that can pay the mortgage, the light bill, and the water bill. I'll pay the groceries. And then eventually it's going to be, I'm only dealing with a man that can do the light bill, water bill, you know what I'm saying, insurance, and the groceries. At some point, it's going to be like, well, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of women, women ain't no different than men in my fucking opinion. I'm sorry for the profanity. Women
you're
ain't.
not.
Because I get heated about it. Because to me, women ain't no different than men. I know some leech bum women. You know what I mean? I know some unfaithful, non-integrity having women. You know what I mean? Like as well as, you know, I know some dudes who ain't right either. So to me, it's like it's 50-50. But it's always placed like what the dude gonna do. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a person who takes care of all of his shit by himself, like, I don't want a woman if she ain't bringing nothing to the table.
that's-
You know what I mean?
That
like,
is realistic.
But see, the thing is, I'm not gonna
very
ask for it,
realistic.
but I want my woman to say, baby, it's a couple hundred on the mortgage. I said, a couple hundred. Or baby, I took care of the light bill. I shouldn't have to negotiate or make these type of deals, like, or whatever. It should already come. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't even have to say shit.
Like, if you are with a woman and you're taking care of her, things like that. I have a really bad headache. I have to take me a good.
Are you good?
Oh, go ahead.
So that will come. That will.
You know, I'm
promise
gonna
you.
say I feel like
I ain't looking, but I'm just saying.
I feel like a unicorn out of the
I
whole
promise
situation because I just feel like I don't know. I just don't know. It just every time I hear these arguments and I see a lot of relationships how they're set up, I'm just so thankful for mine. Me and my husband don't count none of that shit. All our shit is in one fucking honey pot.
Y'all are a rarity,
I cannot
though.
even tell you, like,
Right.
do I say like does he pay the majority of bills? Yeah, he makes more money than I do. But we don't
But-
pay where the mortgage money. It don't work
Right.
like
But
that.
as I'm saying,
Right.
y'all are a rarity.
I write out most of the majority of the bills. He brings the money. I put it in an account. I make sure everything's processed out. I'm not sitting there thinking about what did I bring in this month? What did he bring in this month? We just do.
But I'm saying
and that's why
it's
that shit bothers me because it's not a partnership then. Because
That shit went out the window a long time ago. That shit
if
went.
you're paying the mortgage and I'm paying the electric bill, we're fucking roommates.
That shit went out the window a long time
yeah,
ago.
definitely.
That shit went out the window a
Damn,
long time
I'm
ago.
so glad.
Everybody, women now have a different expectation. You know what I mean, like, you know, they say hot girl summers and city girls. No, they mean that shit seriously. Like like you listen to what people say. When Biggie said polos and Timbos, I started wearing polos and Timbos and rolling Philly blunts. When city girls and shit said, damn, we gon', you know what I mean? I need a nigga that's gonna pay my bills, do my, and that shit, girls was reciting that shit over and over till it's stuck in their head. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I need. And you got reality shows. You got everything that shows women being taken care of by rich, not say taken care of, but
No, you're right. No,
by
I think
rich
the reality
dudes.
shows got
And
a lot
that's
of
not
fucked
the
up.
reality of fucking life. It takes teamwork. And $100,000 ain't gonna do it. Honestly, like $100,000 for one person is not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's not.
Well, yeah,
$100,000 is not enough in this economy and this climate right now.
It's
And we
not.
had this conversation. I called Dana and I was like, "Yo, 100 ain't enough.
not.
It's
It's
not.
not.
You know what I mean? Don't ask me how I know. I'm gonna tell you 100 is not enough.
Let me just say this: it can be, but what happens is as soon as you make more money, everything you're doing goes up. So once you make more money, you want to wear better clothes. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? You got to look at that. If you
Facts.
stayed on a certain level and made more money. This motherfucker's living great off
Well,
60
yeah, that
grand
would-
a year.
well, that
I'm
would
gonna be
be-
honest with you. Don't get it twisted.
Well, you're right. If I wanted to stay
if you
renting and
get
live
up-
on-
if you get up to six figures, you're gonna want to dress different.
Definitely. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, but
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
but
So
that's like
everything goes
that's
up.
like a common sense you're supposed to evolve, right? Like I'm not gonna make a great salary and then go find the cheapest apartment possible. Nobody does that. You know what I mean?
You know what's so-
So if we got to do that to be, then I don't want to fuck. I'll be broke then. Fuck it. I
That's
gotta
so
do that.
funny that y'all literally went into one of the questions I was going to ask y'all without even asking that. And that was whose expectations are more unrealistic, was men or women? And y'all just basically answered that.
Women,
Okay.
What?
women's expectations are way too high. But niggas are picky though. Niggas stop talking to a chick for the dumbest of shit. I mean, it's the smallest dumb reason. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
like I mean, I won't stop talking to a chick because she had a big corn on her foot.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know where it was gonna go away.
So let's shift a little bit.
For real.
So on a particular reality show, there's these guys was raising their concerns about aggressive women. And these single men were saying they're having a hard time understanding, what their intentions are. How do you feel about, as you being a single woman out there, being aggressive? Would you ever be the aggressor and like go after a guy?
No.
That's the wrong motherfucker
No.
one that.
Stacks, how do you feel about aggressive women?
Aggressive women. Honestly, it can be kind of scary. Aggressive women can be scary. No, I'm saying that for real though, because what I mean, we came up in an age where the man courts the female.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what it does, whatever. So when an aggressive female comes at me or whatever, I get scared. I'll be for real with you. Because I don't know, I'm judging her personality. Are you like this with everybody? Do you just go grab and get anything you want? And then I wonder about their self-esteem. I mean, I wonder where I mean, I'm a little different. So I think a lot about it. When a woman come at you real strong, she ain't got no shame. Now that could be a good thing. You know what I mean? Like she can see what she want.
But in the age,
Uh-oh.
but in the age where men aren't perceived to have the masculinity, that we're supposed to have.
I'm about to cut this video off.
I get what he's saying. He's saying in the age where men don't act like men anymore, or whatever.
They wearing pocketbooks.
You would expect sometimes if a woman is aggressive going to get her man, like you can understand it because these men they're more worried with taking TikTok videos and doing shit like this instead of like you see them in the club. Like
I could not do that shit.
Nah, when I went to the club.
Imagine dating a man doing TikTok.
And I love the black boy joy, seeing black men enjoying themselves, but I do not. Don't want no man of mine twisting his hip.
Right, you know what I mean? If you see these cats in the club with their phone up, it's right, because they act like women nowadays. So I understand that part of it. But aggressive woman is going to scare me because I'm going to think that she fast, she a hoe, You know what I mean? Because usually because a man has a court, you have to go through the things of trying to get to know him. A woman don't usually make it easy for you like that. So if you coming at me and you want it, you're very comfortable in your sexuality. You're very comfortable in dropping it and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna get worried. I don't know what the fuck your intention is.
I'm gonna say I definitely agree as a woman, and I don't know how Dana feels about this, but as a woman, I think the man should definitely be 150% more into you.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, then you are with him.
It either has to be equal or
right.
more.
Or more.
Right. Reciprocation is one of my favorite words.
You need,
right.
like,
it has to be, it has to be reciprocity.
Because when I see women who are more into their man, the woman always loses. You need your man. You know, it's a saying that Smitty says all the time, like, chase her every day, even though she's yours.
Right.
Yeah. You want that. You want your man getting up every day, still acting like, what I got to do to get it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything I got to do, no matter that we together, but I'm still flirt. I'm still this. I still adore you. You see the look of admiration in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're the one who's just so in love with a man, I just find it bad for women.
I mean, it can because sometimes a man will take advantage of that if he knows that she's, you know what I mean, that she ain't going nowhere or whatever. But at the same, I want asterisk in there, like, you know what I mean, that if I like her too and she's aggressive, shit, that in that case, I'm probably gonna like it. You know what I mean? If the vibe is there or whatever, like, and we like each other, that reciprocation is there, and she's aggressive, in the same breath, that's gonna make me like, okay, she like a nigga, like she really like a nigga, like, you know, it makes a dude's confidence feel good.
Will that last for you though? Okay, at the moment, you get excited about that. Oh, she really like me. Oh, she like me. Okay, so does that last? Does that make you overlook the next chick because she like you? Because I think with women, sometimes that comfortability of knowing you got a man that cares for you like that, I will look at any nigga in the street and be like, nah, fuck you, bro. Why I'm gonna fuck this up? I mean, I got a dude that really give a fuck. Dudes that have a woman who really give a fuck and still go out there and fuck off.
Well, I mean, dudes are going to do that regardless, honestly. I mean, a man is still going to be a man. I'm just being real with you. I'm just being real. It don't matter what you got at home. There's always the possibility of your nigga stepping out. I'm just being real with you. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's just the reality of the world we live in these days.
But that's both ways.
Yeah, definitely, because I don't even, like I said, women and men aren't too much motherfucking different. And ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know.
We know you was a number one side dude in America. I'm
just saying, bro. I'm just saying, and that's,
know.
But that goes for a lot of other people in other instances too as well, though. You know what I mean? So it's 50-50. But I'm cool with aggressive women sometimes, but most of the time, no. Okay. Yeah.
So obviously, you never shot your shot at a dude before.
Not in a serious, like maybe like a joking, like play flirting, but not in a like ooh.
I think I'm saying
ever,
never, like
no. You ain't never threw it at him. You ain't never said, "Look, come get this." None of that. You ain't never been
in a playful type way, like that.
I done shot my shot before.
If it, in a playful way, if it turns into something cool, but not on some like ooh.
Yeah, I don't.
I did. I just thought of something. I did. I shot my shot before, and in my opinion, he was definitely gay.
Oh, see, you know what? That's your entry. But he had to be gay though.
He had to be gay. I was trying.
You was throwing it.
I was throwing it.
He probably was gay. He probably was gay.
I definitely feel like he's gay.
Yeah. Shout out to the community. The community that's everywhere.
With that being said, we can rewind the show down. I know we had a lot of fun just talking a little shit, but I just did want to commend, because Dana is also a businesswoman. I wanted you to get a second to talk about your products, you know, making sure we stay hydrated, moisturized. I see you glowing over there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Dana's skin
is
always amazing.
You made me put a little bronzer on. I was like, oh, Dana coming to show. Put a little bronzer on, because y'all know I'm a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a tomboy, so...
Well, I have a luxury body care line, Pate & Co. You can find it on pateandco.com, but I have been closed since mid-August, and I am going to open again in March sometime. Okay. Sometime soon.
Okay.
I was going to relaunch in December, then I changed my mind, and I was going to relaunch in January before my birthday, but didn't get around to it, so officially it is going to be March 2023. But I haven't really been doing promo or anything because I don't want to do a bunch of promo and then...
You want to make sure you're ready for the product.
But I do know that it will be March 2023. And like I said, it's luxury body care. Everything is organic. Everything is certified trade organic. I only use fair trade, the cleanest the most perfect ingredients that you can find. Even though it costs me more as a business owner, I want to put out a quality product, and that's what I have been doing. It's coming up on 3 years. Yes, May the 23rd will be 3 years of my business, and I'll open and then I'll close down for a little bit. But this past closing, that's the longest I've ever been closed. But once I get back and I'm up and running, I don't foresee any more closings that have.
Oh, trust me, I understand. Hey,
I mean, it builds up the anticipation, like I said, because I mean, as I see, I haven't, used the product yet, but I see a lot of, people who
I
always.
thought you had something.
Did you get me something?
I feel like I did. I can't remember. If I did, it was at the very beginning.
Yeah, I'm on.
Well,
I'll
I'm
be
really
honest.
into skincare. I'm one of those people. I mean, because I feel like you only get one face.
Right.
One face. There's other things you can replace, but your face is your face.
That's
I'm really
it.
into that. So I'm big ups to that. I do. I have a product I sell too, and I feel you on that because I make treats. But mine are like keto, low carb, zero sugar.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
all my ingredients, they're not cheap.
They're not,
I'm
especially
using
for that type
coconut
of
flour,
lifestyle.
almond flour. You know what I'm saying? Because a thing of white flour is like $1.
But the
my
almond
shit
flour is like
$11, $12
I was gonna say,
for like
very
2 cups.
expensive.
Yeah. So I go out the way for my customers to give them a healthy, quality product. And I get that with that. So I'm definitely with that. And big up, sis. I'm
gonna have to get something from you too, like something chocolate peanut butter.
Oh yeah, I got
look
all
at
of
that, look
that.
at that.
I got all of that.
Business moves and connections being made.
Yeah, I'm with you, and and vice versa, because I'm always trying different stuff. I'm big on the face care.
Is that
thing.
I've never seen that. Do you have a separate page for it? Or?
I do promote. It's Eat More Brownies.
Yeah, Eat More
is what it's
Brownies.
called.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a funny story. My daughter was helping me sell them. I used to go out to sell, and because that they're healthier for you, she'll say every time, "Don't forget to eat more brownies," and that's how we came up with the name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can
That's
eat them.
cute.
They're low carb. They're
Yeah.
zero sugar, and they're very good.
That's a
Yep,
cute name.
we plugging in here right
plugging
now.
in here.
We plugging here right
You
now.
ain't
You know what I'm
plugging no emails. No, I'm trying to get him on
Yeah,
Kendra G.
yeah.
Dana, I'm trying to get him on Kendra G.
Yeah.
Okay.
The singles
Kendra G.
only. Yeah, I'm trying to get him on Kendra.
I'm not single and lonely though. Shit,
I don't
man.
know. I don't. Kendra G is.
That will open the floodgates. He would be done.
Listen.
They will.
I don't like
flood
her
your
approach.
ass.
I
You
don't
don't
like her approach at all.
She
I
can
feel-
be.
I feel like she sets him up. She's like, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
She's like, I feel like
don't
she sets him up.
I
Like,
think she intentionally brings something similar to Kevin Samuel.
right.
Oh,
She
yeah, she
brings
will
people
read.
on
She
her
will kinda
show
read, yeah.
to intentionally be rude, to intentionally pull out what she can see as an insecurity. And it was one guy that got on her good. Like he got on her. Like, but yeah, that's what she does.
I mean, I can take
don't
all
like
the
her
heat in the
method.
kitchen, like whatever
I
she
tell you
want to
what,
bring.
Not really. It's like from what I see, and I ain't going on by her. I just see that just make sure, like, when people starts talking a little delusional, she's gonna call it out. Like if you start going on there and the girl,
I
she
mean, I've seen it.
perceives you as not.
Right.
No, I saw
Her
a guy.
perception of not good looking. That's the whole thing. It still comes to judgment. Okay, we don't give a fuck. It's the cosign.
Yeah, that's the cosign.
Right.
Yeah. At all. We're gonna make
All
sure
right,
we
we're gonna
stay on
close out. Dana, any last final words?
No, I just thank y'all for having me. This is fun.
that. Oh,
Yes,
yeah. You got to
yes.
come back and see us
I
again.
will, because
Yeah.
I love the setup.
Oh man, we got more sets and more studios. We got
love it.
lots of
I
big
love
things
the
in 2023.
studio,
Yeah.
Everything.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I appreciate you coming out. It was nice to see some of y'all Facebook debates come to life.
Ah, man, that's my buddy right here,
Yes.
man. You know what I mean?
I love Sterling.
Yeah, but we're gonna go. I know she got some followers. When I post and tag her, like, who is this motherfucker? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but no, that's my dog right there. So we rocks the long way. You know what I mean?
Stacks, last words.
Watch your kids because they watching you. Stay hydrated, mind your motherfucking business, and keep God first.
I know that's right. All right, we out of here. I'm gonna go finish up my vodka.
Go do some drugs, drink some alcohol. My plan.
What, you off tomorrow?
Damn, it's
Shit,
the cosign,
no.
bitch.
It's the cosign, bitch.